Hi everyone, what's up? This is Hudson with Alchemy on Demand here. Just wanted to give you guys a quick video tutorial on how you can go about doing some quick WordPress theme hacks. These aren't actual coding lessons, so these are just kind of how you can get around with the nitty and gritty and operate your site and get it running smooth. So here we have our site, Alchemy on Demand, and let's take for instance um, this blog. So I just posted this blog article up here, and I have this plugin called WordPress anti-spam, and it does a good job of keeping spammers out. But what it does do is adds this little bit right here, this little link right here. It's protected by WordPress anti-spam, and it's not a big deal. I wouldn't mind having it on there, but what happens is that I'm particular about PageRank, and for search engine optimization purposes, each link, each followed link that you have on your site, it lends credence to other sites that you're linking to, and some of your PageRank flows to those other links unless you no-follow those links. So because this is a followed link, I'm going to want to go ahead and get rid of that because I don't want every blog I write to be linking out to this guy. I would rather just donate for the plugin or buy the plugin outright. So what I'm going to do in order to get rid of this is I need to find where this file is stored and remove it. And that's going to be what this video is about. So the first thing you're going to need to do is go to your hosting website. I use Bluehost. They're a pretty good hosting company, and I like their services. They have the control panel login, and that's really handy. So what I do is sign in with my username and password. And then what I'm going to do is go ahead and navigate down to Files. So I'll show you here once we get in there. Oops, I seem to have made a mistake. And there we go. So all this stuff, you probably see a lot like this. HostGator, Bluehost, I believe 1&1, they all have this control panel. This is basically a nice user-friendly way to interact with different avenues of the hosting company. Well, you're going to want to scroll down and come to this file management section and click on File Manager. Ignore the rest of this. Go to File Manager. Find your website in this dialog box here. So here we have Alchemy on Demand, the website I'm looking for. Then you'll see a list of files, and WordPress is abbreviated to WP, and so we don't need to access anything in the admin side. What we need to access is the content that WordPress is using. So I'll go ahead and open up this file, and I know I'm using that WordPress anti-spam plugin, and so I know that the files are being pulled from that plugin. So I'm going to go here to Plugins. I'm going to go down, now I see a list of all my plugins, but I'm going to scroll down until I see the WordPress anti-spam plugin, which is right here. So this is the folder that contains all the files that are used when I have activated this plugin. So I'm going to go in here and find what I need in order to get rid of it. So we'll see a couple other files, readme.txt, a screenshot PNG, and then I got this admin file and this anti-spam.php. So my best guess is that it's going to be contained within this file right here. So I'm going to go ahead and right click on that and go to Code Edit, and I'll see a new video or a new screen pops up. I got all this code in front of me, and so now what happens? So I got all this code, and I'm not sure exactly where this is found, but I do know that at some point the code is going to make the server render this quote protected by WP anti-spam with a link. So I'm going to go ahead and do a nice little trick and search for protected. So I'll hit Control or Function F if you're on a Mac and just type in protected and see where that word pops up. So see what happens. So it brought me to here. If there's a little PHP coding here, a div style line, font italicized, font protected. Okay. So this is basically telling me that if I didn't support the plugin, it's going to echo and call this information, which is basically a link. So before I do anything, before I edit any of these files, and this is probably the most important thing you can take away from this lesson, is that back up your work. If you haven't backed up all your files, this is your first time you're messing with PHP files, back up, back up, back up, because if something goes wrong, you can break your whole site, and we don't want to do that. So what I'm going to do in order to back up right quick before I edit anything on this file, I'm going to go ahead and hit Control A, or Function A if you're on a Mac, highlight all the info, go ahead and copy and paste. So I'm going to hit Control C to copy. I'm going to navigate over to Notepad or just any kind of regular text editor you have, and then I'm going to paste it in there. So there you see it all in there. So if anything goes wrong, I can always have the original file to look back upon. So okay, so now that I found what I was looking for, I'm going to go ahead and just delete it. Make sure I don't delete anything that's not necessary, only delete what you need to delete. Go ahead and delete it and hit Save Changes. Alright, and that's it. And so the next time this website gets brought up, this should be gone. I have a caching plugin installed, so this will actually stick around for another 30 minutes or so, but rest assured that we have deleted this file. Okay guys, that about wraps it up. Thanks a lot for watching. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Shoot me any questions, but just remember, back up your work, and happy hacking.